What's going on, Rockstars? Today was a big Poshmark update. Poshmark wants you to stop listing, or excuse me, delisting and relisting all of your items repeatedly. So we know that people do that to refresh their items and try to bump them up in the algorithm. People even use bots and automated software to do this, to end and relist things. And Poshmark doesn't want you to do that anymore. So Poshmark put out an email today. I'm going to read it to you. This is the policy update. This is effective. Well, today they sent it on April 24th, 2025, but it's effective May the 1st, 2025. At Poshmark, we're committed to creating a marketplace where shoppers can easily discover items they love and every seller has a fair chance to succeed. I don't know about all that, Posh. We'll talk about that with eBay in just a second too. To support this goal, we're introducing a new policy to prevent excessive listing removal and relisting that will go into effect May 1st, 2025. I'll put this up here in the corner so you guys can kind of read along as I go over it. Go into effect May 1st, 2025. So that's a week from now. Keeping your closet active by adding new items rather than recycling old listings helps with discoverability, attracts repeat customers, and leads to more sales. So this is true. So I do a lot of eBay store reviews and coaching, and I help people. And one of the things we talk about is ending your listings if they get old and stale, if they've been up for a while, and doing a sell similar on them through eBay. When you do sell similar, you get a new item number, and it tells eBay sort of like it's a new item and they can push it up, right? If you relist it, it's gonna get that same item number and it's gonna get that same kind of history, and it's just gonna be stale. eBay's gonna say it's a stale item, right? So we talk about ending them and doing sell similars to refresh listings all the time. It helps the algorithm. It does help move some of those old items and get them some activity and some views. Absolutely is a fact. We've tested it to the moon and back. Really to the moon, right? But if you list new inventory, doing completely new listings, that is 100%, 1000%, 1,000,000% more effective than doing the relisting. You want to do both. You want to list new inventory every single day, and you also want to do the refreshing of listings on eBay. Now, Posh doesn't want you to do that anymore. I don't think eBay will follow suit. I can't imagine they will, because trust me, there's billion-dollar, million-dollar, $100 million sellers on eBay that do this for other reasons other than just refreshing. eBay is not going to do this. I can almost guarantee you that. But Poshmark doesn't want you to do it anymore. They want you to just list new inventory, which is super effective. That's how you're going to sell the most stuff. But refreshing old inventory is definitely helpful. I don't know how helpful it is on Poshmark compared to how helpful it is on eBay, but on eBay, it's somewhat helpful. It does move old items. I've moved tons of it, and again, we've tested it to the ends of the moon. What is changing? The following actions will not be permitted. Repeatedly, please guys, I saw Facebook groups where people were like, I can't do this anymore. Yes, you can relist items. It's repeatedly removing or relisting the same items. Any action that circumvents marketplace listing policies in order to gain unfair search or marketing advantages. Could this be bots? Could this be auto sharing tools? Could it be auto delist and relist? What are they going to target? Sellers who engage in these behaviors will be notified, and continued violations could result in temporary restrictions on creating new listings. We appreciate your partnership in creating a fair marketplace where everyone can thrive. Please share any feedback by filling out this form. So, 3 thoughts on this. Thought number 1, I think a lot of people are going to start getting notifications. Why? Because people do this a lot, and a lot of people aren't going to read this notification, or they're going to think, what is repeatedly? Can I do 10 a day? Can I do 20 a day? Can I do 10 now and 10 later? We don't know. They weren't specific about that. So we're going to see some notifications and some warnings. If you get one, feel free to leave it down in the comment section of this video, especially if you're watching this video after May 1st, or you come back to this video after May 1st and you get a slap on the wrist. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, bots. Is this going to target people who are doing auto sharing, all of this stuff? Because this doesn't just say the repeated, that's number 1, the repeated removal and relisting of items is one that you can't do. But number 2 clearly says any action that circumvents marketplace listing policies to gain unfair search or marketing advantages. I read that as, if you're somebody who's got a bot constantly sharing for you, that could give you an unfair advantage over other people, and that's against the rules, which Posh originally had a rule against bots and doing that stuff. It probably is still somewhere buried in the terms of service. I don't even know. I haven't looked in a long time. But that reads to me like they're going to stop you from doing that. And so I expect, since there is a huge amount of you that do Poshmark that use bots and tools, are going to run into that problem. That's the second thing. The third thing, and this is what is probably most likely, they put a form here to fill out, this form, which again, I'll put it up there, this form to fill out that you can tell them how you feel about it. A lot of people, since a huge amount of you use bots and tools, are not going to like this policy. You're going to go into that feedback and you're going to tell Posh that you don't like the policy and to get rid of it. And so there is a chance, I don't know if it's 50-50, but I'm going to go with that Posh backs this policy down, that they reverse course on this. So we'll have to wait and see. My thoughts are they're not going to. They probably thought about this a long time. They probably know that they're going to get a lot of negative feedback on this on the forum. Are they going to say, oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea? No, because then the people that don't use bots or the people that don't use D-list and all auto tools and all this are going to say, wow, you're just admitting that other people are, unfairly getting advantage and we don't have the same advantage, and that's bad. So they're going to fight, the feedback from that side of the people, for the people that do it honestly. So interesting update from Poshmark. I didn't see this one coming, but I'm not surprised. I feel like they want to clamp down on this. So the real question is, what is going to be covered? Is it going to cover bots and tools? And what is repeatedly? How many? 10, 15, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 10 an hour, 20 an hour, 50 an hour? Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I guarantee if you start getting those warnings, you'll know immediately, because when you get the warning, you'll know what you relisted and how much you relisted over the course of the last, hours or 24 hours or day or 2 or 3. Depends on how fast they send that warning out. So that's the update from Poshmark on the policy update for excessive listing removal and any action that circumvents marketplace listing policies to gain unfair search or marketing advantages. That also goes, don't forget guys, for titles. Don't put Gucci-like purse. If it's not Gucci, you don't use the word Gucci. You don't put Gucci-inspired. It's fake. It's a knockoff. You can say what you want. Everyone's going to argue with me on that, but that's what they're trying to also do. That's called search engine manipulation. So don't do that either, because I guarantee they'll clamp down on that as part of this policy. As always, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching the video, liking it, subscribing to the channel. Come back, watch future videos. Also, down in the description box is a link to Thrifter Reseller World 2, the Facebook group, my second Facebook group that is only up because the first one has been temporarily disabled and we're working to get it back up and running with 166,000 members. In the meantime, I put the link down there for a place for people to gather and network and talk and hang out until we get the first group back up. So check that out. I look forward to seeing you inside of there. Until the next video, thank you so much for being here. I'll see everyone next time.